Hey, hey, welcome to Flawless Foundation Night. I'm National Sales Director Holly Lowe. I'm so happy you're here. I have been building my business with Mary Kay for 24 years. So the one thing I know about Mary Kay is we do not have a business without amazing and wonderful customers like you. So thank you so much 1 million times for being willing to hop on tonight. I know your consultant invited you and you said yes. And so the way that we know you are here is to blow us up in the chat. So thank you so much, by the way, for showing up and just being with us tonight. This is the link to tonight's foundation event. So you probably got this link from your consultant and she sent that to you. As you scroll through it, I want you to know what you're looking at. So when you click here on the foundation quiz, we want you to take your foundation quiz. Okay, this is what's going to come up. This is what's going to come up. And it's going to show you what foundation is perfect for your skin. Okay, these are our choices of foundation. We have CC cream, which is almost like a tinted moisturizer. If you've ever used something like a tinted moisturizer, this does have an SPF. So it's very lightweight, but it does cover like redness, helps with hydration. It's got some, because it's that tinted moisturizer feel. So you're going to feel super moisturized, but it's more natural, quick out the door kind of a foundation, if you will. Okay. 5 shades of this one. The next choice, y'all, is Endless Performance Cream to Powder, but I want you to know this is being discontinued. So if it recommends this for you, then we will pick a different option for you. And then we have Matte and Luminous Foundation. This is what most of my customers use, and actually what I use and what I'm going to be putting on for you tonight. This, you guys, is seamless coverage. The coolest part of this foundation, I can't wait to tell y'all, is IntelliMatch technology. IntelliMatch technology. So what it does is it actually helps us find the perfect shade for your skin. And we have lots of shades. The company literally went to every country and went all over to find all of the graft skin tones out there. And they made foundations that match all of the skin tones around the world, meaning ivory, beige, and bronze. We got you. And we can and will find your perfect shade. Okay, so the 3D complex, you guys, this is Defend, Delay, Deliver. 3D, Defend, Delay, Deliver. Here's the cool part is it's time-wise, which means that it has all of those properties, Defend, Delay, Deliver, and you are getting age-fighting benefits with your foundation. Now, you can go to Ulta, you can shop at Sephora, you can shop online, but I always love to help my customers literally be their beauty consultant. So that's one of 3 things I'm going to ask from you tonight is, would you allow your girl to help you find the perfect shade of foundation and help set you up on this flawless path so that you are literally using incredible skincare? If you haven't joined that event yet, that will be happening on Monday. Our next Monday event is skincare, because we want you guys, we want you to have beautiful skin that you love. And when you look in the mirror, the beauty that's already on the inside, we want that to radiate to the outside. Okay, so number 1, we want to be your girl for all things glam and skincare. Number 2, we want you to join us again for your next event. And when you do that and invite some girlfriends, you earn hostess credit just for hopping on again and inviting your friends. Like, y'all, it's a pretty sweet deal. Okay, so our next event is skin. Also coming up, we have a brows event, we have an eyes event, and I am all about teaching eyes. We have an eyes event, we have a lips event. So the lips event, I'm kind of excited about it because it is, we're going to help you with your season. So you're going to know what season you are so that you can pick the perfect lip color based on your hair color, eye color, and skin tone. And we are going to help you find the perfect shade of lips for you. Okay, so that event is coming up. That is the perfect pout with your season analysis. So we have lots of things coming up. So we want you to hop on and enjoy with us, and we're not going to keep you here all night. So let's go ahead and jump in. So we're going to jump into Flawless Foundation tonight. The first part of Flawless Foundation, y'all, is foundation primer. Okay, foundation primer covers. I just literally exploded that all over the place. There it is. I'm looking for where it actually went. Okay, there we go. So I know you can look and tell like, hey, you have a little bit of makeup on, and I do. So what I'm doing, if I ever come in from an event or I've been gone all day and I have an evening event, I literally just put a second layer on top, and you're going to see that this is not cakey and it is not heavy. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to show y'all was the primer. That's the first piece, foundation primer. Okay. The next piece to Flawless Foundation is under eye corrector. Okay. Under eye corrector helps get rid of any and all dark circles under your eyes. And y'all, even if you're not a girl who's like, I have horrible circles, even if that's not you, a lot of times all of my customers, ivory, beige, and bronze girls, all wear the same color. When you brighten under your eyes, it brightens everything. It makes you look more well-rested. It makes your skin look brighter, and it makes you look healthier. Okay? So under eye corrector. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is Mary Kay translucent powder. Okay, translucent powder. So I'm going to get translucent powder on the brush, and then I'm going to take my liquid beige N150, and I'm literally putting it on top. Do y'all see that? Okay, now, y'all, sometimes I can be all up in the chat and answering all the questions, and sometimes I can't. So let me see if I can actually do this a little easier this way, because it's hard to do it with the computer. All right, we'll see if that works. Okay, so I'm just going to literally buff now in circles. Now, I have some melasma, which is like pigmentation from having babies. Even though my boys are older, double digits, both of them, I still have sometimes in the summer kind of, it's like a pregnancy mask. You've heard it called that before, and you can kind of see it. It'll be shadowy kind of sometimes. Okay, so that is foundation. Now, before I put my powder on top, now I know I just put translucent powder on, but before I put my powder on top of my foundation, I use luminous foundation. Luminous foundation is more for normal or dry skin. And the reason that I love luminous is because it does create some hydration. And I love that because my skin is very dry, or it can be dry. And so I love having that little bit of just a little bit of moisture, but you can see if I can look back. I can look a little shiny with just foundation on if I don't add a little bit of powder. Before I do that though, I want to show y'all concealer. So do any of y'all have these lines, the little scowl lines? Okay, so I love to take concealer, a lighter shade than my skin, and just add that into any places where you have a little bit of any kind of fine lines that you want to kind of cover up. I have lots of expression lines. If you know me, I'm very, very animated. So I'm always making some kind of crazy facial expression. But the truth is, people who don't smile as much, they don't have as many lines because they keep their face still. Well, if you know me, I've always got some going on. Okay. So take your foundation brush again, And all I'm doing is adding just a little lightness into those little tiny fine lines so that they're not as noticeable. Up here is where I notice this helps the most. I have boys too, so you scale at them a little bit. I'm sure those of y'all who have daughters say the same. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, I have my concealer, I have my under eye corrector, I'm feeling super smooth, I'm feeling covered. Okay, all the spots are covered. Now, if you had any blemishes or age spots or anything dark, you would take your concealer and touch those spots as well. And then instead of rubbing it all in, use your foundation brush and just tap it into place. So you want to stay on the dark and keep the concealer only on the dark spot. Okay. You don't need that concealer everywhere. Okay, because if you brighten around the dark spot, it's going to still look dark. So keep it right on top of the dark. Okay. All right. So we're going to go back to my kind of finishing piece before I go to powder and finish. I'm going to use finishing spray. Okay. Finishing spray is one of my faves. So I just dry my face. And it's almost like using hairspray. It literally is like, it will keep your makeup on. If y'all noticed my face when I hopped on, my makeup still looked actually pretty good from this morning. And that was early this morning. Okay. So once you get your makeup on, then you finishing spray. And then I'll spray again after I do my powder. Okay. So I'm going to take my brush. I had some in the lid. These nails, I'm growing them babies out. Okay, so I have plenty on my brush. Now, you have little tiny hair follicles on your face. So we want all of those to lay down and behave. Okay, need all of that to lay down. Okay. All right, so that is our translucent powder. Okay, so again, if you've got a long day and you want your makeup to stay on all day long, then you are going to finishing spray back on top again. Okay, and that is the goal, is to keep your face on. If you're going to take the time to do your face, then we want it staying on. Okay, so you see how my skin looks even from my neck and my cheeks. And then here I'll look brighter, adding just that little concealer. And then under my eyes, y'all, under my eyes can be a little dark sometimes. I hate that, but it is. And so I can use just a little under eye corrector and it will help with that so much. Okay, so I showed y'all where you can go and see your own perfect foundation shade. Okay, but I want to share with you your shopping guide for tonight. So here is what we did tonight. Okay, we are doing week 1 tonight. You can see on this sheet, this is what we're doing in week 2, this is what we're doing in week 3, and this is what we're doing in week 4. Okay, but for tonight, I'm just going to zoom in so there's no confusion. Excuse me. Okay, this set, y'all, if you go buy all of these pieces at Ulta, Sephora, or department store, I promise you are going to pay more than this. Okay, so if you will, the foundation primer, remember, has an SPF that retails for $20. Under eye corrector and concealer both retail for $16. And then we have the foundation that you choose, and then your silky setting powder or translucent powder. And you can pick which powder that you want. If you like a more colored powder, that is, and this powder, the silky setting powder, is amazing. I just love translucent powder this time of year. I actually use silky setting powder when it warms up a little more, but that's totally up to you. Okay. All right. So message your consultant or put it in the chat which product you are like, girl, that is must have city right there. Gotta have it. Okay. So message her that what you want. And then make sure that you go ahead and do your IntelliMatch foundation quiz real quick and just ask you a few questions so we can make sure we get the perfect shade of foundation for you. And then you guys, last, I want you to know your consultant is going to reach out and follow up with you. At the very bottom of that website that has the picture of the event tonight and your foundation quiz and then our fun foundation choices, that has at the very bottom, it's just a couple of questions. I would love at the very end also of your little survey if you would just tell me what we can do to make these events more fun or engaging, or if you're like, hey, I really want to know about this, or I would love to have heard about that last night, or this was great information, it was too long, or it was too short, or I wanted more. Either way, I just want your feedback because we so appreciate you and so value your opinion on what we do and how we are continuing to grow our businesses, add new customers, and also build new team members. So I didn't start off at the beginning with my story, but I'm going to finish with my story. So I started Mary Kay 24 years ago this month. Can you believe it? 2 decades of my life I've spent building my business in Mary Kay. I was a college student when I said yes to making an extra $50 a week. That was all I wanted from my Mary Kay business. And you guys, 24 years later, Mary Kay's deposited over $2 million into my family's life. I've been driving a car that I earned the use of a career car with Mary Kay, and I have been driving that car different levels since 2002. Y'all, that is 23 years of getting the privilege of driving a car that you earn from Mary Kay. Such a joy. And then my favorite part, you guys, is the fact that I learned how to love the girl in the mirror because of Mary Kay. When I came into Mary Kay, I was a pageant girl, had lots of self-esteem issues, okay? Lots of self-esteem issues. And so now I'm distracted because there's a sign above my desk that says, if you see me talking to myself, mind your business. I'm having a staff meeting. So I love working for myself. I love being in a business where you are supported and encouraged by incredible, strong, amazing leaders who help pull the giant out of you. I love that I get to mentor women. I love that I get to make memories and create incredible relationships. I love being part of God First, Family Second, Career Third philosophy. Those are really important to me. And so I love what Mary Kay stands for. So the last thing, so number one, let us help you find your perfect foundation. Number two is, will you sign up for your next event? Tell your consultant, hey, I want to come to Brows, or I want to come to Eyes, or I want to learn about my season, or I need some like skin intervention. Okay. Tell your consultant what you want to come to next and bring some friends. That's the best compliment you can pay us. This is share us with your friends and family. Okay. And then last, your consultant's going to ask you, hey, will you do a PPC, which is a pink possibility chat. And if you would be willing to just listen for a few minutes about the fast facts about how we make our money, how we have the privilege of earning a career, the use of a career car, diamonds and trips around the world, and really what it would look like for Mary Kay to be a part of your life, or you may know someone who would be great. But just listening and giving us your opinion is what helps your consultant. So those are the questions that are in the quick survey at the end. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the invitation from tonight, the little website, then you can see at the very bottom, it just says, click here after tonight's event. So if y'all will, please take that quick survey. It would mean so much to us. I want you to know I so appreciate you for hopping on tonight. You are amazing, and we have a business because of you. Thank you for supporting your consultant and her small business. When you support a beauty consultant in Mary Kay, you are putting braces on her kids' teeth. You are helping her family pay for vacations, their bills, helping her kids have riding lessons or ballet or baseball. But thank you. Thank you for shopping small. Thank you for supporting small town America and small business America, I should say, because I know we have people on from all over. So message your consultant, tell her what you learned tonight, fill out the little closing survey. We're so so appreciative for you. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. I appreciate you. You guys have an awesome night. Goodbye.